It's time for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams Baseball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports mobile studios for Mount Vernon Rams Baseball. Rams pregame show starts now.
And good afternoon from the friendly confines of Brennan Klein Memorial Field. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside here on AM 940, online at WMIXsports.com. Today the Cahokia Comanches come calling 5-9 on the year, 0-3 in the South 7, while the Rams are 17-5 overall after a big win yesterday against Alton. They come in South 7 conference play with an overall mark of 3-1. This is your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. And, of course, at Landers Collision Center's, big or small, Landers now fixes and details them all. Ask about free detailing as long as you own your car after your next collision repair. Landers, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. Of course, plenty to tell you about here today as the Cahokia Comanches come to town. Rams, oddly enough, will be right back at Cahokia in the old Sajay Field next Wednesday. So we'll tell you about these two matchups and more on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show after a quick break. This is Rams Baseball powered by Community First Bank.
I'm Kevin Snyder with a look at your next rad weather. A mostly cloudy afternoon with showers and a thunderstorm, high getting up to 65. Then it will be cloudy with a steadier rain tonight, low 42. Cooler day tomorrow, clouds will give way to some sun, high of 52. Then Thursday, mostly sunny and warmer, high of 61. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
The technology in the 2013 Ford Fusion keeps you connected with the world and with your car. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Available sync with My Ford Touch allows you to keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road while you play your favorite music. Control the interior climate, make or receive phone calls, and receive turn-by-turn directions. The new suspension system delivers a smooth ride, and for peace of mind, the available intelligent all-wheel drive system gives you traction when you need it most. Already affordable, drive away in a 2013 Ford Fusion for only $20,995 when you finance through Ford Motor Credit. Come see one of our associates at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, or see our entire inventory online at fordsquare.com.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back inside the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes and details them all. 1-888-LANDERS. Next time you need them, that's 1-888-LANDERS. AM 940 today, WMIX online at WMIXsports.com for the Mount Vernon Rams and the Cahokia Comanches. Comanches come in 5-9 on the year. They're 0-3 in the South 7 Conference, while the Rams sit tied atop the conference team with a 3-1 mark, of course, 17-5 overall. After getting a big win, they eked it out last night at GCS Ballpark against the Alton Redbirds by a final of 8-7. Come back here today, where they can basically continue with a busy week. Heron on the road tomorrow, Thursday, a big conference game as well with the Marion Wildcats coming to town to close out that week. But today you have the Comanches, a team that for years many have looked past on the schedule, but now 5-9 on the year, and under the guidance of Chris Schaefer, doing great things, are no longer a team that you can just automatically assume a victory.
No, you have to come out and take the Comanches seriously now, a team that does a lot of fundamental things correctly, especially under this current regime of coaching. A lot of kids out here playing basketball and that have played other sports, now playing baseball. And it's nice to see. And again, this is a tough game. It was last year for Mount Vernon both ways, and could very well be again here this afternoon if you do not take them seriously.
Well, and it could be, and have to take seriously today. It should be a good one between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Cahokia Comanches. Meanwhile, the Rams, 17-5 on the year, have slipped up at times, but somehow always managed to regain their composure game in and game out. Last night, led most of the way, almost gave it up in the top of the seventh inning, but are able to come in. Tyler Ellis came on in relief, picked up the save, and a big save as it was. The Rams beat a good 4-8 power, a team expected to contend for a Southwestern Conference title, at least before the season started, and so a big win against a 4A school.
That was a resume win, and when we talk about resume wins, it makes that Mount Vernon resume look pretty now because you have wins over not only Belleville East, but Alton as well. So an opportunity, so when you go into that regional seeding on the computer, you can bounce that out and you can rank yourself a little bit because obviously beating two 4A schools like that looks very nicely done, one at home and one on a neutral site. And boy, that is nice to have as you start edging closer to that regional seeding night.
Of course, as the Rams will go to the Heron Regional, they'll play one of the teams in that regional tomorrow. Oddly enough, it's the host Heron Tigers. We'll have that game for you, weather permitting. 4:15 is your scheduled pregame, 4:30 your scheduled first pitch right here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Glad to have you with us. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside the ever famous and ever so popular Avery Barton is back at our Mount Vernon studio running the show today. The real star back at the powerhouse. Of course, we're glad to be with you today. Follow us on Twitter to stay up to date at WMIX Sports. Ominous skies in terms of potential precipitation.
Wait a minute, go back. What did you say, star?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
I own his cubicle. How can he be a star? My name is on there. You talking about Star?
Huh? What's your name on his cubicle?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I thought Star. Wait a minute. You were going off on rain and weather. I'm like, stop. Wait a minute. Star where?
Right.
There's no stars out today. We might need stars to brighten things up here. It's gotten dark.
Gotten dark indeed. A cell looming, of course, as far as precipitation is concerned, to our immediate west. But depending on the course and trajectory that it takes on the radar map, it could threaten with some rain a little bit later on. Overcast skies, a temperature of 59.1 degrees. Winds at southwest at 11, with the humidity at 95%, and the barometric pressure is rising. But, of course, we need to meet the Cahokia Comanches. Batting order, courtesy of Central Christian Church.
Carlton Reeves. I should say Carlton Reeves. Yeah, there you go. Carlton Rivers leads off and plays first base. Clayland Red is the shortstop, batting second, followed by Tim Nicholson at third. Frank Gully's the catcher in the fourth spot, followed by Kevion Akins in center. It's Tyler Bryan in right, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Jordan Harrison left. Anthony McNeese at second base. And batting ninth, Brandon Scalf, the pitcher for the Comanches at Cahokia High School.
There you go. Central Christian Church brings you the batting orders. Incredible things are happening. Look no further than thenewscentral.com. You can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church, loving God and loving people. And, of course, the Rams defensively, they'll rely on Trevor Flota, the knuckleballer, today. Colin Young catches him behind the plate. It's Sawyer Harrison, Matthew Williams, Hayden Paninsky, and Colton Better from third to first. Pat Bradford gets a start today out in left field. Landon Thomas in center. And Jake Pike to start out in right today for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams. Big game today, not only for the Comanches, but for the Rams as well.
It's one of those you have to win to keep track, keep pace, and keep things going in the South 7 Conference if you want to have a share or possibly get into a title mix as well. I would say we're going to try to play speed-up rules today because you hate to see Cahokia drive all the way over here and then all of a sudden get rained on.
Amen to that. Of course, we will get started early. Have to allow the right fielder Pike to get in position. And we'll get started probably about 4:20. 16:20 in military time will be your first pitch. From the right-handed hurler, Trevor Flota. It's all brought to you by Community First Bank. This is a strike right across the plate to the left-handed Carlton Rivers. Played basketball for Darian Nash's 3A, runners up.
Now we're getting reports rain in Woodlawn following people here to the game.
So the 0-1 coming, and that's going to miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rivers. Left-handed batter starting us off, the first baseman for Cahokia. Now Flota pounds one down and in. Just missed us for a 2-1 count. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Your community, your choice, your bank. With 5 locations with friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs, Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. And the 2-1 will be ripped into right field. Gets past Pike. Around first, headed for second is Rivers. Still on his horse, as he'll be waved around to third base. Here comes the throw. Will not be in time. And it'll be a leadoff triple for Rivers.
Fastball up in his eyes. Got over Jake Pike's head. If he had a little more loft and lift, might have been able to get it out of here. But once you see an outfielder turn and see the numbers on the back of their jersey, it rolled all the way to the fence, and that was an easy stand-up triple for Mr. Rivers. He was not running around the bases. He was gliding around the bases.
So that'll bring in a right-handed bat. Quaylen Red, the shortstop, of the runner on third is Cahokia. Threatens the top of the first. First pitch planted foul well over the first base dugout. Ball's behind early, 0-1. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. You're on WMIX and WMIXSports.com. 0-1 is the count with a runner on third base, nobody out. Cahokia threatening here in the south half of the first. Trevor Float out of the stretch is going to try to get the Rams out of the jam here. Looks back at the runner. Leadoff runner, Rivers on third base, and muscles one high. It's going to be 1-1 strike as it misses.
This is a case here as things start to get a little lighter and rainy, starting to happen now, but this is a case here where the infield will play back and sacrifice the run for the out if you're Mount Vernon.
So the 1-1 coming. High fastball ripped up the middle. Cahokia will take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Quaylen Red.
Wow. Well, when you leave pitches up in the zone, I don't care if it's T-ball, you know, the high T, or at the professional level, you guys are you're gonna see hitters jump on it. Right now, Trevor Float has left a couple of fastballs up, and Cahokia's having a couple of good swings.
Couple of good swings indeed, and that'll bring up the big burly left-hander, the third baseman, Tim Nicholson. Here in the Cahokia half of the first, it's a 1-0 Comanche lead. 1 run on 2 hits thus far.
Ryan Howard called, said, "What?
Yep.
Look at his stance."
Yeah.
A dead ringer for Ryan Howard. Batting stance, bat, phenomenal.
I'm speechless as well with the runner on first, the 1-0 Comanche lead. The runner Red's going. Swung on a miss with a high fastball, throw off the mark, and it'll be a stolen base for the Comanches, who now threaten again with yet another runner in scoring position here in their half of the first.
Hey, you know if that star would come out here, he could put the tarp on for us.
Yeah, I know.
You want me to take over while you're doing that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So Nicholson will dig back in, the big left-handed bat with a 0-1 count, runner on second and nobody out, trying to play mind games here with the Ram pitcher, and it'll miss high and away for an even 1-1 count. 1-1 is a count, right?
Yes, sir.
We're good then.
Yep. It's a little bit heavy.
I love
Got it?
work.
Huh?
That's why we work so
That's
hard.
right. Tarp is out. Not
There
on
you
the
go.
field, but on the...
Yeah. As the 1-1 coming, it's going to be fouled over the third base dugout, and quickly it's submerged into a 1-2.
Don't say submerged.
I know.
Right about now.
Things that we're hoping not will happen, or will not happen, won't go. 1-2. 1-2 strikes.
Holy cow.
1 on and nobody out. A Cahokia 1-0 lead here in the first. Rams trying to get out of the inning without any further damage allowed, but that's not getting it done. Another ball left hanging. Slammed into right field. Pike gets underneath it, makes the grab.
My.
And Red will test the arm of the right fielder Pike, and he's in to third base safely.
First out of the inning. Sac fly F9. Runner moves to third. A very aggressive Cahokia outfit today.
They're playing for keeps.
Well, and again, they're 5-9, and it's a thing that they have improved so very much the last 2-3 years. I mean, they're programmed to be reckoned with here on the diamond.
So a sac fly allows the runner on third base and a 1-0 Cahokia lead here in the top half of the first. Still trying to play those mind games with that runner on third base. Swung on a miss on an off speed. It's Frank Dolly, the catcher, and he'll fall behind here, 0-1.
I have been a fan of Mr. Red, a shortstop, base runner, the way he plays. He's got to be able to help somebody at the next level.
I certainly hope to see
Skills and
that.
ability.
As the 0-1 will miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. So the catcher goalie is. At least we can hear those rains start to fall slightly.
Yeah, I have an umbrella for us, so we're all fine there. I plan to head there.
So 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 count to the batter goalie. Here comes. The right-hander will swing and miss off speed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is the kind of day, and may do this all evening, you may be able to get it in. So you have to play and not think that's going to be over and canceled. You got to play until they stop it. You got to keep your head in the ball game all times.
So the 1-2 is going to be a high fastball, swung on a miss, and there's your second out. Cahokia is still threatened with that runner on third.
Goalie was in an RBI situation there, and he was chasing it. Pretty nice pitch there by Trevor Float. At that time, going high in the zone but away, and that allowed him not, as a goalie, not to be able to make contact. Good pitching by Trevor Float of the veteran.
Well, Crafty right-hander, one of the senior leaders on Tim Holloway's Rams baseball team. Pitching to get the win today, but falling behind early. It's a 1-0 Cahokia lead. If you just joined us, got started about 4:20. First pitch is a swinging strike to Kevion Akins, the center fielder, with Tyler Bryant, the right fielder, on deck.
If that tarp blows off with much tape's on there, I don't want to be around. I own stock at 3M.
1-1's coming. Ooh, outside corner. Good pitch by Flota right now. Down to their final strike of the inning with 2 outs, however. But we'll see what happens with the Comanches, who have a runner on third base, 2 gone, and a 1-0 lead to start here from what has become a rainy King City. Looks like we might avoid some of that precipitation, but a cell just kind of kept building and extended east and eastward and eastward.
And it makes it tough. You got a mound that's coming up. You got a baseball that's going to be wet. Your hand's going to be wet. You got all kinds of things going on out there as a pitcher. Infielders, outfielders have to deal with the wet baseball, too.
1-2, swung and a miss, and that'll get the Rams out of the inning, but not before Cahokia strikes first. They strand one, but they score one. 1-0 Comanches. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's a national icon, the 2013 Chevy Silverado. It's the hardest working, longest lasting truck on the market, and Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon has the best selection of Silverados in the area. Right now, you can get rebates up to $7,000, plus a 2-year, 24,000-mile maintenance plan on the Silverado. Nobody will beat the deal you'll get at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
You're listening to Rams Baseball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Bloomington, Paducah, and online at WMIXsports.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Well, WMIX Mount Vernon, followed by some random cities, can only mean one thing. It is the bottom of the hour. We near our original scheduled start time of 4:30. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the home half of the first with the Rams trailing Cahokia by a score of 1-0. We do need to get to know the Rams batting order, courtesy of Central.
Here, 1, 2, 3, Jake Pike, Landon Thomas, Colin Young, 4, 5, and 6, Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, Matthew Williams, 7, 8, 9, Sawyer Harrison, Pat Bradford, Hayden Paninsky for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams.
Central Christian Church, log on to thenewscentral.com where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. It's all at thenewscentral.com for Central Christian Church. Is loving God and loving people. Rams would love to get back on top here, trailing 1-0. They get their first chance at the bottom of the first with the lefty Jake Pike, who had a pretty good day yesterday. Went 3 of 3 to start, finished 3 of 4 against Alton as he tries to send a bunt down the third baseline for a base hit, but it's foul. Of course, the third baseman, Tim Nicholson, playing back.
Now he's in on the cut.
It's now.
Yeah, got to pay attention. If it quits raining now, you got a shot to finish this thing.
That's what the Rams are going to need to have happen. The 0-1 coming. That's going to be ripped into right field for a leadoff base hit. A little bit of issue out there for Tyler Bryant. Pike's going to round first, headed for second. And he'll stay put there with a single to there.
Yeah, and that right now is a matter of ball skidding on some wet grass. And got by Bryant, the right fielder. Tried to catch it with his bare hand. Couldn't get it done. Good job by Pike on that at-bat. Pulled the hands inside farther, swung, and got the barrel of the bat inside on the ball where left-handers like it. Hit it down that right field line for a single and advance to second on the air as that wind picks up, which is good because it'll blow it out of here.
That is a good thing, as we'll keep an eye on the radar. Nothing threatening. It's a little bit of hard rain, and it's going to be a breaking pitch. And this is outside from the right hand of Brandon Scalp, your starter today for the Comanches. So it's a 1-0 count to Thomas with a runner on second. An RBI chance to try to tie this game as the Rams trail 1-0 to the Comanches here in this first inning. Pitch on the way, comes high, comes tight. It's going to be 2-0 now to Thomas.
Rams would need the answer. Yeah, if you can get by this one, I don't know. You got about a half an hour before that next dry spot comes. That's the only problem right now.
It has shifted to the east, definitely. It was headed at a nice angle to just miss us to the northwest, but now it's straight on right now. As I believe the count has become 3-0 as another pitch misses outside to the left-hander Thomas. No storms really to speak of, just concerned with the possibility of precipitation. The 3-0 hitters count. Pitch on the way. It's going to come right down the middle. Now it's 3-1 to Thomas.
Wow. Smells good.
That does. Of course, you know what also smells great? That new car smell. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square. 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Check out the selection of the all-new 2013 Lincoln MKZ.
Really?
And Landon Thomas will check out first base.
I can tell you from experience, like 20 minutes ago, that 2013 Lincoln MKZ is phenomenal. I test drove one today.
What did you?
It was phenomenal. The guys and gals at Ford Square set me up nicely. Very appreciative of them letting me have a loaner like that. Phenomenal. I can personally attest to that 2013 MKZ.
And in steps Colin Young with 2 on and nobody out. First pitch strike on the outside corner to the senior right-hander.
I've become the DeMarco Farr of Southern Illinois. Watch out.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it. It's nothing I wanted to count.
Give me a commercial to read. I'll read it.
Ricky Horton.
No.
2 on and nobody out as the 0-1 coming. And the 0-1 push a foul over the first base dugout.
Hey, that MKZ back to that, that's unbelievable. Seats, heated seat, you can adjust it to you, not anybody else. You got all kinds of buttons to play with.
There.
It was almost like Top Gun with the steering wheel. I had buttons and thumbs to play with.
At that time, we decided who in our collective group of people was each character for Top Gun. 0-2 coming down the middle. It'll be fouled off as Young will stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Details in this one thus far. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Comanches. No run on 1 hit thus far for the Rams, though they threaten with 2 on and nobody out here in this bottom half of the first. Rains have calmed, if not stopped somewhat for the time being. We wait the 0-2 pitch to Young. It's going to miss high. Good waste pitch as he'll throw behind the runner at first base, and it'll be 1-2.
It's kind of not pulling down on that tennis ball tube. It's kind of a flip instead of a snap, and when you flip it like that, it'll spin up in the air. Now, if that thing spins around like a cement mixer in the zone, Mount Vernon's going to have a lot of pitches to hit. 0-2 coming. That's going to catch the high edge of the zone, and that'll be a backwards K, out number 1 of the inning. And now to bring up Colton Metter with 2 on and 1 out. Of course, Colton was probably about 5 feet shy of a grand slam yesterday at GCS Ballpark. And, of course, the dimensions actually here are deeper at Brennan Klein Field than they are at GCS yesterday. About 2 feet deeper down the lines, 20 feet deeper in the gaps. We don't want to know out straightaway center. As with 1 out, a pitch comes inside a very liberal strike zone. Very liberal zone on the off-speed pitches today.
By 40 may not like that. 0-1 the count, 1 gone, 2 aboard here in the bottom half of the first inning, a 1-0 ball game. And here it comes down the middle. It's whacked at. It's going to be sent to second base on the ground ball, trying for 2, not in time at second. It's going to get away to third base. Will Thomas. Home will come Jake Pike, and the Rams decided to 1 on the air.
Yeah, the simple play. The catcher yelled 2, but it was too late. That's an E4. That's the second error of the inning on Cahokia. Mount Vernon's tied this thing back up, but it's one of those, you take that sure out at first, get the second out, and if you have second and third, you have second and third. There's really not much you can do.
Of course, with 5 locations, and Mount Vernon Dix with on tonight. Community First Bank proud to be the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. 1 gone here in the first, tied at 1 in the home half. Rams threatening with runners at the corners, and this one will be raked into right field for a base hit by Trevor Flota. Good move by Bryant to play shallow. Was able to hop right into his hands and limited the damage to an RBI single to team.
That was a nice piece of hitting. Pitch up and away. Just plink that bat out there and dump it into right field for the go-ahead run so far here at the bottom of the first.
So now it's a 2-1 ball game. Rams on top and trying to keep it continue, quote-unquote, as Matthew Williams, the right-hander, will dig in. Out of the stretch will come Brandon Scout. Inside, gets Williams to pop up in foul territory. Goalie will give chase, not able to catch up with it. And that'll be 0-1 to Williams. Defense for Cahokia, we neglected to tell you a moment ago. Jordan Harris, Kevion Akins, and Tyler Bryant from left to right in the outfield. Tim Nicholson's at the hot corner. Quaylen Red at short. Antoine McNeese gets to start at second base. Carlton Rivers is at first. Brandon Scout on the hill. And, of course, the aforementioned Frank Goalie is behind the plate for Chris Schaefer's Comanches. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Runners are at first and second for the Rams here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Got started about 10 minutes early today at 4:20. It is a breaking pitch will miss just outside to the right-hander. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good comeback by Mount Vernon this inning. Nice to get 2 runs back, maybe more.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 aboard here for the Rams. The Rams in their black unis tonight with orange trim. Is this going to be a ground ball up the middle? It's going to get away on a bad hop. Not going to be far enough, I don't believe, for Colton Metter to come around the score. Good heads-up play there by the Rams base runners not to advance too much.
Well, that was one of those deals there where you didn't pick up the baseball because it was laying back there on the edge of the infield grass connecting to the outfield, and in that slope down there, you couldn't find the ball. It was back behind the ledge, and Colton Better couldn't advance with that. We're going to have to towel off home plate. With it being slick, runners coming in, you don't want them to trip and pop an ankle on slick home plate. If that's all the rain we're going to get, this one will get in. It's starting to clear off in the back.
Well, the cell that grew over Perry County is split apart from the line that was coming through in that dry pocket. Right now, the heaviest is, of course, leaving the King City area and probably headed into northwestern Wayne County.
Crossing the airport.
Yeah. Of course, now it looks like it's starting to shift more to the due east.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Interestingly enough, the Rams have the bases loaded as we forget about the weather momentarily and get back to the sports. Here in the bottom half of the first inning, a 2-1 ball game. Rams on top. Scalpel gets set. Here comes the pitch on the way, well inside to Sawyer Harrison. And he'll get ahead here. 1 ball and no strikes. We might have some scoreboard updates today. We'll see what's still going on. Yeah, not a lot. Most of our dignitaries to keep us up to date with the scores around the area are off today. It's the 1-0 is going to be a chopped ground ball down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sawyer. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance, however. For all your insurance needs, see Tony. He'd love to help you here in the King City. He's online at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Breaking pitch left hanging inside. Harrison turns on it, sends it deep into left field. Harris will back up on the play and make the grab. The 2 lead runners will tag up. And crossing the plate on the sac fly RBI is Colton Better, while headed in the third was Trevor Flota.
First and third now, the sac fly RBI. Mount Vernon doing this right now, 3 runs on 2 hits to help of 3 Cahokia errors so far.
So that'll bring in Pat the bat with 2 outs and a run, actually 2 aboard. Runners are at the corners here in the bottom half of the first. A 3-1 Ram lead as they allowed the initial early run, but has since come back to not only tie, but to take the lead and now have a 2-run advantage here in the bottom half of the first inning. Scout does not come together ball, well, this time he will. It's hard to describe his delivery out of the stretch, but that's not the case here. Now comes high overhead to Pat the bat. Going to miss, obviously, and it's 1-0. But prior to this at bat to Bradford, Scouts hadn't been touching ball to glove before he started his delivery out of the stretch. Leans in, left hand on the knee, throwing hand and gripping the ball behind his back. This time we'll see if the ball and the mitt come together before he starts. Nope, he's going to check on the runner at first base, and it remains a 1-0 count, 2 gone, bottom of the first inning, a 3-1 ball game. Rams lead the Cahokia Comanches in the South 7 Conference Showdown. Love and ball will meet again. Interesting. 1-0 coming. Yeah. Ooh, floater in there. Swung and a miss by Bradford, and the count's even now 1 ball and 1 strike. Wind's picking up slightly, gusting probably a little over 10, maybe about 12 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. See what happens on the 1-1, 2 aboard, 2 out to Bradford. Here it comes. Oops, sent it foul to us, and it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Paninsky, hero yesterday, went 3 of 3 in the foul ball. Got a triple, legged it out. Was our Red Lake College player of the game in that 8-7 win overall. At Hey Papa 6 follows us on Twitter. You should too. We're at WMIX Sports. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Bottom half of the first inning, a 3-1 ball game. The runner Williams will take off towards second base. The tip is the forced ball would be my guess. And now in a rundown, the run will cross the plate, so the Rams do get the job done here, as they still have Williams in the rundown, and he'll be safe at second as the throw down to the bag will be dropped. It's now 4-0.
4 Cahokia errors in this inning. That'll drive coaches crazy. Rams have been able to muster 4 runs as well, just on 2 hits. Matt Williams now goes to third as things are being tossed around, turned around. That won't make Cahokia happy at all.
Oh, Walton, the excitement looms. Here in the King City as the Rams still threatening. 2 outs at the bottom of the first inning, a 4-1 lead, and we'll have a break in the action. Of course, I don't know about you. Can't wait. Absolutely excited. Just cannot wait. I'm so ecstatic to see the New Heron Baseball Complex tomorrow, among other things. That'll be a 4:15 pregame, 4:30 first pitch. I guess we're in a press box tomorrow with electricity and everything.
We are in a press box.
Confirmed that with me.
From the road is unbelievable. Like you said, to get in there and see what it's like. Of course, we'll see that in the regional as well, but, man, it looks nice.
Yes, it does. One of many things to be excited about as Hump Day comes your way tomorrow, and the Rams looking to get on top here with a big first inning, a 4-1 lead. And, of course, on that error down to second base, Williams is allowed to take third. Go runner on third, 90 feet away for Pat Bradford, the Rams. Bradford behind in the count here, 1 ball, 2 strikes for 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Oh, what a beautiful pitch. A bender on the outside corner. 2 backwards Ks in the inning, and the Rams will take a 4-1 lead into the second. This is Mount Vernon Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties, honest deals, and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Backaches, bad hips, rickety knees? Why not try aquatic therapy? The Red Lake College Aquatic Center has more than a swimming pool. Try a 6-lane, 75-foot lap pool, along with a whirlpool 10 feet in diameter and a 10-foot by 20 hydrotherapy pool. Aquatic therapy is very affordable. In many cases, the tuition is waived entirely. With special access and dressing areas for the elderly and physically challenged, getting in the water is easy. Experts are on hand to assist with various areas of aquatic fitness and rehab. Call 437-5321 extension 1207 or visit rlc.edu.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we're looking back to Rams Baseball, the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler, your Jeep headquarters in Southern Illinois. It's hard to believe the 2014 Jeep Patriot has already made its way to King City Chrysler Center. See for yourself at KingCityChrysler.com or see them in person at 1603 Broadway. Chris, Hugo, almost forgot my name. Danny Czerwinski is alongside. Avery Barnes back in our Mount Vernon studio. Probably because I referred to myself as my first name. Only time I ever do such. As it'll be Brian Harris McNeese to get it started here in the second. Cahokia plated 1 run on 2 hits at the top of the first, but the Rams came back to score 4 unearned runs in the bottom half of the inning to take a 4-1 lead. The first pitch seen by Bryant, the right fielder, fouled off over the first base dugout to fall behind 0-1. Next pitch going to be lifted into shallow right field. Wind making a piece of it to help knock it down, and Pike's going to charge up to make the play for your first down.
Ball carried out there to Pike when blown out for that part of the ballpark, center field. Pike trotted in easy, made the catch. Things are kind of drying out here. Not a lot of rain the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Think about it, tarps. Got to remember
the vortex of the interstate keeping the rain out for here.
Oh, no, still have a poncho in there we can use the tarp someday in case I forget to repack. As the first pitch to Jordan Harris, left fielder, will miss low and away, and the right-hander ahead in the count here. 1 ball and no strikes.
So disappointed that the tarp doesn't have the logo on it.
Good idea. 1-0 coming. Going to miss low. 2 balls and no strikes here to Harris, second batter of the inning. With 1 out, the base is empty at the top of the second. A 4-1 Ram lead. They trailed early to the Comanches, but came right back in the bottom half of the first with 4 unearned runs. Pitch on the way. Ooh, great pitch on the outside corner.
A pop on that one.
So now it's 2-1 to Harris with Antoine McNeese, the second baseman on deck. Scouts to follow should anybody get aboard. 2-1 coming. Oh, drops low and away and a 3-1 count. Of course, the Rams are in their black tops with orange trim. Orange numerics trimmed in white. Some wearing the high socks. It's going to be a soft liner to Williams. He'll make the grab 2 away.
Trevor needs a quick out here. Make it a quick second. Cut that pitch count down. He had 20 in the first inning. Just get a quick inning here and get back to the dugout.
So now the Comanches, of course, in their wonderful-looking gray tops. Full dry fit action there with the white trim down the sides and blue numerics trimmed in white. As the first pitch will come to the second baseman, McNeese, he'll swing and miss, and it's 0-1. But Cahokia, usually a pet peeve of ours. We did discuss this before the game with the white pants, but if you're wearing the gray tops, you got to do something to accentuate it.
Right.
That's really your only option because we decided that blue pants were not an option.
Well, as dark as the gray is on top, you can't do a gray pant. I mean, unless you matched it and maybe go white stripe, but it wouldn't look good.
No. As the 0-2 is going to miss high. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to McNeese. 2 outs and nobody aboard here for the Comanches in the top half of the second inning. Of course, Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank. Here comes the next pitch. It's swung on a miss. So, down in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Comanches through 1.5. It's still 4-1 Rams. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Spring is here, and just about everyone wants to be more mobile. Stop by TMS Mobility, a division of the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, for all your mobility product needs. They carry a large selection of scooters, wheelchairs, and so much more. Best of all, you can rent them by the day, week, or month. The staff at TMS Mobility can take care of billing your insurance, too. TMS also carries a large selection of vehicle lifts for your scooter. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service a 60-mile radius area. It's a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals, and we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
TMS Mobility, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Under or over, whichever preposition you prefer. We are Danny Czerwinski. I'm Chris Hugo. Avery Bart back at our Mount Vernon studio. We comprise the WMIX Sports team, bringing you this broadcast courtesy of Community First Bank of the Heartland. With 5 Garrison County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC. 4-1, Rams on top, so we head to the bottom half of the second inning, where the Rams, the first, were just a batter away from having batted around. It'll be 9-1 and 2 here with Hayden Paninsky, Jake Pike, and Landon Thomas. Rams had a big inning in the first, hoping to do that again here in inning number 2.
Well, you want to keep this roll going and keep the win and, get this game in, obviously, but you want to get right back after that 4-run first, get some more here in the second.
Pitch on the way. It's going to come high inside to Paninsky. He'll duck the head back and get ahead in the count here. 1 ball and no strikes. Second Chance Auto, one of our many Rams sponsors. We appreciate them. Get credit approval right over the phone without even leaving your home. 244-4582. That's Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Proud supporters of the Mount Vernon Rams. 2-0 the count now, quickly to Paninsky. That one missed high. Scalf out of the windup here, the right-hander in the second. His team trailing 4-1. The 2-0 pitch catches the outside corner. Much better look, much better location that time. 2 balls and a strike here to Paninsky. He'll get an explanation on where that pitch was located.
Outside corner. He got that back in. Now he's got a hitter's count.
Next pitch on the way, and that's going to dip a little low. Looks like it's going to miss for a ball. So 3 balls and a strike to Paninsky. Pike on deck, who led off the inning with a single back in the first. Air out in the right field allowed Pike to advance to second. Thomas then walked, and after another error and a couple RBIs later, the Rams lead 4-1. Pitch on the way is going to be tapped foul. It's going to be off the basket gully. He appears to be okay, and it's a full count to Paninsky.
Umpire will give him time to hit him on the mask. He's got the hockey-style mask, which not all the time, but more times than not, can deflect the blow of a baseball to the head like that for a catcher, prevent head injury.
So it's make or break here for Paninsky as he leads off the bottom of the second. This game is 30 minutes old now, half hours. That's going to go behind, and it's going to get away. So Paninsky, if he hustles, might have a chance to get to second base, and he'll be held up at first. So quickly to the backstop was going.
No go there at all. It's too close. I mean, ball was back there by the backstop. You can tell Paninsky wasn't trying to look. He was just going to make a hard turn. Won't go, though.
And the Comanches have rebounded nicely, keeping the runner at first base with nobody out for Jake Pike, who actually had a single and advanced to second on an error back in the first, later scored. The lefty stands back in against the right-handed pitcher Scalf, takes it in the dirt low, obviously, 1-0. One ball game in the home half of the second inning. A lead off of first base for Paninsky. Got a decent secondary lead. They're not going to throw behind. It's the first pitch to the next pitch to Pike.
Tough to throw behind when a catcher stands up. There's a left-hand hitter in the box. You got to throw behind that hitter.
Well, things you got to rethink. It's 2-0 count to Pike. Ahead here, the pitcher's Scalf. Bottom of the second inning, Rams trying to get another cricket number on the board if they can. Paninsky.
That's a balk.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was a late call, but it is a balk. Paninsky was going on first movement, and when he jump-started early, pitcher started his move and balked. Now it'll still be 2-0, even though that ball went to the backstop. That wasn't a forced balk in many plays, just Paninsky guessing on first move. It startled the pitcher, and he stopped his motion. The balk call was late, but it was called. Catcher just went out there to visit Mr. Scouts to kind of calm him down a little bit.
Rain stopped. I guess I can get this iPad out of my arms.
It's not doing much right now rain-wise.
Nice protective place for it, though, when it is raining. So there it is, back of the
That's
tape.
what that coach for.
Yep. 2-0 the count with a left-handed batter in the box. Thinking about checking on the runner back at second again. Just steps off the rubber, and we'll do it again. Still 2-0 the count to Pike. Nobody out. A runner on second as the Rams threaten here in the second inning, oddly enough, with a 4-1 lead against the Comanches. Pitch on the way. Nice pitch down the middle just by Pike, and it's 2-1.
That one had a little much off of it, and Pike swung so hard it looked like he screwed himself in the ground. He wanted that pitch so bad.
Paninsky will lead, screening the shortstop. Here comes the pitch, high and away to the left-hander, and it's 3-1 now. Hitters count to Jake Pike.
26 pitches in the first inning for Scalf, and he's starting to build on that here in the second. At this pace and rate, he's not going to be around much longer unless he straightens some things out.
Well, definitely has some interesting tendencies in the delivery. We'll see what he comes with here on the 3-1. Pitch on the way. Pike's going to tomahawk it down to first base. Should be a simple play for Rivers. He'll step on the bag, and that does advance the runner down to third base.
One out, good at bat. If you're going to get an out on that bat, make it productive, and ground one to the right side and move that runner over. Nice job, Jake Pike.
Of course, the Rams will face a Heron Tigers team tomorrow. They have the Marion Wildcats coming to town on Thursday. And what will conclude a busy week for this Rams baseball team as Thomas takes the first pitch he sees, sends it over the right fielder's head, and this will be extra bases for Thomas. As it scores Paninsky, Thomas is going to be waved around, headed from second to third. Here comes the throw-in, and he'll be held up with an RBI triple.
Not bad. Ball got over the right fielder's head pretty quick. Turned the back, saw the numbers. Landon Thomas never broke stride. Was going triple the whole way out as he thought about that as soon as he hit it.
Of course, Heron the other day lost to Massac County, making that long trip, at least it would be for us, down I-24 to Metropolis. Lost 3-2 in Harrisburg now. I believe that was yesterday, as a matter of fact. Harrisburg, of course, clinches your outright river-to-river Ohio title.
Already.
Yeah. Interesting. What a conference that is. It's going to be a curveball, and we're actually straightened out toward the end. Misses low and inside to Colin Young. Massac's still 2A in baseball, aren't they?
I believe they are.
They are. 1-0 off the end of the battle via Schwibber down to the third base side. Nicholson picks it up, fires on the run. That's going to get away near the Cahokia dugout. Young is going to head for second. And off of the triple, it did bring the runner home, so will be.
No. The runner comes home. An E5, no RBI.
Do we forget him? Mm-hmm. Oh, they're going to throw a curveball at it today. Clayton Reeves will be your courtesy runner for Colin Young. So 1 out, a runner on second. The Rams have scored 2 more. Here in the bottom half of the second inning to take a 6-1 lead. All-Stars and Stitches, if you can put a logo on it, Big Dave and the crew could probably print it for you. They even do apparel at All-Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School. Call 435-5555. RBI chance here for Metter. Reached on an errors last time it scored back in the first. See what happens. Pitch from Scalp is going to be ripped down the third baseline foul just outside of the bag, and then it'll be 0-1.
Tyler Ellis is foul ball duty today.
Still getting this running.
Yeah, Brock took the day off.
So no ball. And 1 strike. Here comes. Fulkerson pitched last night, got the win. As that ball got away, and it was a good stop. Reeves is going to now, it's going to be too late to head home, has got away on the throw. So Reeves took third base. And is that much closer to adding another run here for the Rams with just the 1 out on the board?
You have the distinct impression this Cahokia team is I wouldn't say not interested, but the weather, the rain, kind of maybe making them think, this game's not going to go on. And now the game's going on, and they're still not into it. I mean, you can tell they're just not into this right now. Shortstop playing for the pool here. He is standing on top of third. Interesting alignment.
That's going to be a curveball inside, catches the corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colton Metter with 1 out and a runner on third base here in the bottom half of the second. Rams threatening with a 6-1 lead.
This is a strike zone where if it wrinkles, you get a strike call.
1-2 is the count here. Scalpel gets set this time for delivery without the glove meeting the ball. Fires a high fastball that's swung on a miss. And there's your second out here in the inning. Rams Baseball is also presented in part by Sarah State of Country Financial. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals with your Country Financial representative in Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. So 2 gone, a runner on third base here. Rams lead at 6-1 in the bottom half of the second inning. The Scalpel gets set. Here it comes. High that time. Loto lays off. Good eye, and it's 1-0. As we near the top of the 5 o'clock hour. News say 94.1 FM only, as this one's going to be sent high into center field. Aikens looking to make the play. Grabs it on the run, and that'll do it for the Rams here in the second. Through 2 at 6-1 Mount Vernon. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashby with Community First Bank. It's always my goal to make the transition to Community First Bank as easy as possible for our customers. Our handy switch kit helps in doing just that. Whether it's direct deposit, auto transfers, or online banking, I'm here to help. Come see me at our 42nd Street location to open your account today, and let me remind you how banking should be. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Rams Baseball on WMIX Mount Vernon and all of Southern Illinois. Or pick us up on any device at WMIXsports.com. Yet more free services from Withers Broadcasting.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field here in the King City. Mount Vernon on top of Cahokia in baseball, 6-1. We have the top of the third for Brandon Scalf, Carlton Rivers, and Waylon Red over the Comanches.
The rain is starting to come back in again. A light mist. Starting to get a little heavier. Blowing in on us here quite a bit.
The rain is coming in. It's not missing me by much. Getting on the screens a little bit, but we'll make do.
Yeah, it's not like it's... The rain's kind of blowing around. That's what we're getting.
Think of plenty of things I miss, and rain right now is not one of them, nor is chilly weather. As the 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed by Scalf to start us off. 1 ball, 1 strike now, with Rivers and Red to follow in this Cahokia half of the third. Promptly fouls another off over the screen, left of the backstop. And it's 1-2.
Everybody's huddled up in certain spots underneath the pavilion here, trying to stay dry. Wind picks up.
Next one, reaches out for it, misses, and that'll be another strikeout to slow to his third.
Nice little pitch, high away fastball. Nothing the hitter could do with it but wail at it. That was about it. Zach Giants trying to get in the fence. I don't know what he's doing. Did we trade him? No.
Reminds me of that Blues game where, like, Marty McSorley and a bunch of guys took their jerseys off.
Yeah, took their jerseys off.
That's 1991, I think.
Uh-oh, Diamond Dry. Zach Giants is stealing Diamond Dry from that dugout.
There we go. That makes sense.
Oh.
And just promptly want to go to Carlton Rivers.
Can he go over there and grab that?
By the authority,
that's forcing that bag around.
You're not scared. It's the 1-0, miss low, in the dirt, 2 balls, no strikes.
Wonder how he got voted into that.
Might be one of the few strong enough to pick it up.
Well, that's probably true.
Manhandling that bag of Diamond Dry. Here comes outside corner. That's going to catch. Down 2-1 to the left-handed Rivers. Red Lake College Player of the Game. Save thousands of your college education at Red Lake College. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. Next pitch going to be a ground ball, second base side. Good pick there by Panetsky. Fires over to first base. The 4-3 is your second out.
That's a hard play made easy. Moving over to his right, ball skipping around. Wet baseball you pick up out of the glove and goes to first. That's a hard play. Look made it look easy. Need another quick inning out of Mr. Flo to keep it going. This is golf weather. Flo would probably be out golfing in this if he wasn't playing.
Oh, yeah. Wow, nothing.
What?
Score what?
Oh, no, there's not much.
So,
I may have one. Let me look here.
Okay, low and away to the right-handed batter, Red. Scores are brought to you by Tony Wilt and State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance and financial service needs, see Tony on the corner of 42nd South Water Tower. Log on to TonyWilt.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get you a better stay with State Farm.
Middle of the third, softball. Goreville leads ZRC 1-0.
2-0 coming. Ground ball to short. Williams on the charge allows a hop. Plays the hop, doesn't allow it to play him. Fires over to first base. Good grab by Fetter. And 6-3 retires to side. 3 up, 3 down for the Comanches in the third. We're through 2.5. Still 6-1 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
How do the best continue to get better? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. We're no different than any team. When you're at the top of your game, the best wants to play for you. That's why, with the addition of our new shop foreman and the rest of our body shop crew, Landers now has a combined experience of over 70 years in dealing with the best parts and repair finishes on the market. This means when you walk into Landers, you can breathe a little easier knowing that your vehicle will receive the best quality repair by the best certified technicians within a reasonable amount of time. Again and again, we work directly with most insurance companies and have loaners and rental vehicles on site for your convenience. We're proud to not only be the standard, but to keep raising the bar in collision repair. Come meet the staff, take a tour of our facilities, and get to know the Landers crew that Landers Collision has so proudly acquired. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. If you're listening for the 94 News at 5, you probably now better notice the WMIX News at 5. Reese Barnfield has that for you on 94.1 FM. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on AM 940, WMIXSports.com. The Rams lead Cahokia in baseball 6-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. It'll be 6, 7, and 8. It has been anything but baseball that would put you to sleep, at least in the Rams half of the inning.
A lot of gifts. Rams have, on my unofficial count, 2 hits. I have Cahokia with 5 errors, but that's my official book I keep over here.
What I have. First pitch will come to Williams. Ooh, high inside as it gets away on the release, and it's going to be 1-0 to Matthew. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square. See the 2013 Ford F-150. It's the truck heavyweight champion at Ford Square, FordSquare.com. Pitch on the way, ground ball to short to his counterpart. Rad will pick it up, fire across in time on a good grab by Carlton Rivers, and 6-3 is your first down.
Shortstop makes it look easy. Has soft hands out there.
I was impressed with Rad last year.
Yes.
So the one out, the base is empty, and we'll step in Sawyer Harrison. See, here comes. Ooh, nice tender catch at the inside corner.
No. Allegedly did.
As the pitch just ran out of gas, and the bottom fell after it.
That was a big bend, 12 to 6 o'clock.
Well, initially from the release, it did not look like that was what was going to happen, but the 0-1 comes inside. It's going to miss, get away. And it's a 1-1 count here to Harrison.
Pat Bradford out getting ball
at the bat.
He looked over here before he came. He knew he was going to say something. Yeah, he snuck his look as soon as he started. Acting like he didn't know.
Hey, you never know. 1-1 the count, 1 gone. Bases are empty for Harrison. Takes a pitch high. It's 2 balls and a strike to Sawyer.
It's kind of like a day in San Francisco. Cloudy, overcast, mist, and rain. No lake, ocean front.
I've been in San Francisco in years. 2-1 coming. Harrison gets a piece of it, drives it into right center field. Will it be enough time for Aikens? That'll get into the gap. It'll roll all the way to the fence. Harrison sinking 3, around second, headed for third. Relay will come into red, and he's going to put it in his pocket where it'll be a 1-out triple for Sawyer.
Yeah, that ball carried, and then just carried again. That wind blowing out that direction again. That ball carried a long way out there. Powerful hit to the opposite field by Mr. Harrison. Now Pat the Bat has an opportunity to drive in a run. I can see Mount Vernon short game this one. They need to add on to that Alton win yesterday. One out. Bradford will stand in with the runner on third. A 6-1 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. Pitcher just joined us. Gets a piece of it, taps it to the left side of the mound. Awkward play for the pitcher. Somehow makes it. The scout makes a nice 1-3. Keeps the runner at third. Puts another out of the board. Jump up, throw it. Instead of planting yourself, that's kind of dangerous, but it worked out anyway. Ground out. Now Paninsky will have an opportunity with 2 outs to try to drive and run in. As Hayden will stand in, he walked his last time, stole a base. It ended up being a balk, actually, and came around to score. So 6-1, your score. Does he have an RBI in him here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third? Mitch will come down the middle. He'll fall behind early, 0-1. First, Community First Bank of the Heartland, Steve Bria or Debbie Ashby at Mount Vernon for all of your personal banking needs. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. They are the official voice of the Rams. The 0-1 pitch comes inside. Good reaction, good defensive swing. Almost a good play by Tim Holloway out of the third base coaching box. Just ran off with his right hand. He'll go retrieve it just outside the box, give it back to the dugout. And Mr. Mooneyham, got anything special in a box tomorrow, do you say? I didn't request or send him our food rider yet. That's the way the 0-1. They owe me a roll. Is this going to be a ground ball to third? Stabbed by Nicholson. Fires across the time. A good play by Rivers to stay on the bag. And 5-3 will retire Mount Vernon here in the third. Through 3, still 6-1. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And welcome you back, Rams Baseball, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway, Mount Vernon. We head to the top of the fourth with the Comanches, who trail by 5. It's going to be Tim Nicholson, Frank Goley, and Kevion Aikens, otherwise known as the meat of the order here with 3, 4, and 5.
Jewelry awarding was handed out to both teams between innings. Earrings, necklaces, and otherwise have been told to be removed.
Suppose I'll take all mine off.
Yeah, you need to take off all your Mr. T bling you have on, because you're supposed to have that all off. And I saw some of the kiddies have some earrings and a little necklace here and there. Of course, at this level, you can't have any of that on.
As unfortunate as that may
back
be,
in the day, you could.
For whenever you make millions.
But back in the day, you could do that stuff.
Really?
Not now.
Back in the day, you would have worn blue pants.
No,
with a white stripe.
That would have been more junior high-ish, mid '80s to late '80s. A lot of teams have gone away from the red, blue, green pants. You know, they're staying away from that.
I remember some bad ones.
Oh, there was some awful swinging.
Oh, my goodness.
There were some awful Little League uniforms around back in the day.
Oh.
I mean, they were just ugly. Wasn't even a nice word.
Oh.
That was too nice.
0-1 on its way to Nicholson. He'll give it an effort, but foul tip, and it's 0-2.
Big getaway day for Cahokia. They're swinging everything first pitch.
Sometimes.
Oh, police been called about the jewelry. They're out here. Make sure everybody takes their jewelry off.
0-2 coming. It's in the dirt. Good waste pitch that time from Float. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Goalie on deck here for the Comanches. They trail 6-1. There you go. There it is. Cheers from the Cahokia. I got some encouragement. Yell it louder. This one's going to be ripped into right center field. Whatever it was, it worked, as that'll get to the wall. Big rip by Nicholson. He'll round first and head for second. I don't know that he has the legs to turn that into a triple, but it'll be a big leadoff double for Nicholson and a great start to the inning by the Comanches.
Yep, a leadoff double here. Cahokia has something started here now in the fourth. There's nothing went wrong with a little enthusiasm. No, it's just not nasty in any way, shape, or form.
No, not at all. Enjoyed the trip to Cahokia last year when it was our first trip to the old Sauget ballpark.
It looks like a nice facility.
It's fun. As the first pitch swung on a miss, gets away, gets stopped there by Young. And it's going to be 0-1 to Frank Gully with a runner on second and nobody out. Here in this top half of the fourth inning. Scores we bring you today will be brought to you by Tony Wilton State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Tony Wilton's office on 42nd South Water Tower. Log on to TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep about town. And, of course, like a good neighbor, State Farm will always be there so that you can get to a better state. Something along those lines. As we wait the 0-1 to Gully with Akins on deck. Gully struck out his last time up. They'll check on the runner at second. Throw not there in time for a Nicholson who does not appear to be fleet of foot.
But an be a mud runner. He's got good wheels for today.
Likes the muck, huh?
Yep.
As we wait the 0-1, here comes inside. Swung on a miss. Now it's 0-2 to Gully.
Try, Phil. There's time to get this game in. Short game would be magnificent to get it in. If it goes about an hour and 45 or more, we got trouble.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 on and nobody out. The pitch is going to miss outside. It's going to be 1-2. We'll have a Red Lake College player of the game coming your way in our post-game show. Red Lake College can save you thousands in your college education. See which of the more than 100 your gain certificate programs is right for you at rlc.edu. That pitch wasn't right for Frank Gully as he swung and missed the changeup and retired on strikes for the second time today.
Great pitch by Flota. Had Gully completely out in front. Another opportunity. Remember that as a pitcher, Gully twice now has been up the bat with runners on. Very aggressive when he has an opportunity to drive runs in, and that time too aggressive. Second time Flota's been able to mess with him for a strikeout.
And here comes, low and away. To the right-hander, Akins. Gets ahead of the count here. 1 ball, no strikes.
Nice pitch on the corner. Flota's dealing now. He's got a little zone in him. Broke a little sweat probably out there pitching as much as he is. He's in a little zone right now.
So with a 1-1 count, 1 out and a runner on second as the Comanches look for a little run of their own here in the top of the fourth. He'll blow one past Akins, and it's 1-2. Social media has done a lot to bridge the gaps of communication. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. We're on Facebook as well as this pitch will get outside. Good stop by Colin Young. And the count now is 2-2. So with 1 out and a runner on, Cahokia looking for that RBI here at the top of the fourth. Haven't scored since taking the lead at the top of the first. Rams have shut him down nicely. Well, it happened here. It's going to be a tomahawk swing just past the diving Colton Metter. Nicholson will be held up at third and probably what will end up as a wise move. Throw came up the third base line, and with a 1-out single to put 2 aboard here at the corners for Tyler Bryant.
Cahokia's got something going here in the middle part of the order. First and third with 1 out. Sharp single to the left side. Or the right side, left side, yeah, that's right.
See Joanne Joy for a residential or commercial loan at Community First Bank of the Heartland, locations of Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC Studio, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Runners at the corners here on the fourth. Cahokia looking for Tyler Bryant to do something here. Flew out to right his last time up as he'll check on the runner at first base, Kevion Akins. Gets back safely.
I'd see Mount Vernon run a little first-third play here, because you've got to probably guess that Akins isn't going to stay long at first.
So out of the stretch will come the right-hander Flota with a runner going. Young will hang on to the throw, and that looked like it could have been a strike. Didn't see the call.
I believe it was a strike.
That'll be an 0-1 count here to Bryant with runners in scoring position now as Akins swipes the second base back. Overcast skies here in the King City. Temperature still around the 59-degree mark. Winds gusting out of the west-southwest as the 0-1 pitch comes. It looms into the ground ball to short. They're going to go over to first base with it. Forget about that run. Cahokia gets another one across the plate at 6-2.
Well, that's an RBI, trading a run for the out, now up 6-2. Still up by 4.
Well, Bryant gets the RBI, Cahokia gets the run, and they're back within 4. Here in the top of the 4th inning, as stepping in will be Jordan Harris, who I believe was retired via a soft liner back in the 2nd. Williams made the grab, and after the 2nd out of that, and now with 2 outs here in the 4th, he'll look at first pitch strike across the outside corner into the mid of Colin Young and falls behind 0-1. All-Stars and Stitch is one of our Rams boosters. After the 0-1, Baby will tell you about him. Scoots outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Trophies, banners, plaques, signs, awards, even apparel. If you put a logo on it, All-Stars and Stitches will probably print it. See Big Dave at just west of Benton High School or call 435-5555. I'd be dating myself if I told you on the public square. They've long since moved out of that location and expanded west of the Benton High School. 2-1 is the count here on Jordan Harris, as Comanches try to continue to put something together here in the top half of the 4th. Pitch on the way, 2-1. Not sure if that's a foul or just swinging the fence. Might have a chance to get the runner. Nope. Puts in his pocket as it's 2-2.
There were some wheels down there. Aikens in a hurry to get somewhere. Put the brakes on about 25 feet off the bag and was able to get back in plenty of time.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes with a pair of outs and a runner on third base here in the top of the 4th for the Comanches. Could be a make-or-break situation for Trevor Flota with Harris, the right-hander, the left fielder standing back in the box. 2-2 coming in the dirt. Now it's a full count to Harris, and probably not what you wanted to have happen with 2 outs, but we'll see how the Rams rebound. Interesting. So the count is full here to Harris. Big opportunity for the Comanches. Pitch on the way. Fouled back to stay alive, and the count remains 3-2.
Bowled a pretty good pitch there.
Absolutely right. Oh, man. Full count offering, and here it comes. Out of the stretch, popped up behind home plate. Young will get underneath it as he has some issues with it in foul territory. That was going to be a tough play. She made around what was still the dirt from near the batter's box. Stepped on the skin of the grass, and I think was called a little off.
Didn't keep his feet moving. You notice he kind of stopped as the ball was coming down with his feet right below, about 10 feet above his head. And when you stop like that on the infield, that ball is always going to be a step or 2 back from where you think it is. And he stopped moving his feet, and that's why he had to flail to try to get it, dropped it.
Make or break coming again. It's fouled right back to us, and the count stays full. Florida, believe it or not, for all of his success on the hill this year, is just 1-0. So many times he'll have a quality start, and then maybe the bullpen might let him down or fail to pick him up. And is 1-0 on the year, looking for win number 2. The full count offering is going to miss low and away, so a 2-out walk lets the inning extend for the Comanches, who are threatened now with runners at the corners.
They're not giving up right now. You will have to battle them a little bit.
That'll bring in Johnson. So Johnson will bat here for the Comanches. We'll get you a first name in just a moment. Chaz Johnson. So runners at the corners, RBI chance. The runner is going. He'll swing and miss and help out Flota there on a pitch that was inside. And it'll be 0-1 to Chaz Johnson batting here for Antoine McNeese. Unsure of if he'll remain in the lineup in a defensive arrangement to come here in the bottom half of the 4th, but if he does and we figure it out, we'll let you know. Okay, of course, not on those impressive tops. No numbers on the front.
Number on the back, C on the front. Oh, gosh, force balk. Won't see that in the Pro League anymore. Okay, not showing much there.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Swung on a miss. And it's 0-2.
Yeah, that's a good move by Young. Just fake the throw. Don't worry about throwing it. If you throw it down in the second, you're going to have a run score. Just hang on to it right now.
Comanches has speed on the base paths here in the top of the 4th. 6-2 as the Comanches have scored another. 0-2 is going to miss high. Squeeze up top, and it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch.
Good.
Good for my vantage point, sitting right back to the behind home plate.
We're speaking of good. Community First Bank of the Heartland has done a wonderful job of bringing you Rams athletics on the radio this season. Joe David Cummins, President sits right at the front door. You hear it all the time. Speaking of front door, that pitch was up top, good enough for a strike. So Flota's pitch gets the Rams out of the inning. And that ends the danger as the Comanches float another 6-2 Rams through 3.5. This is Now for the Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Spring is here, and just about everyone wants to be more mobile. Stop by TMS Mobility, a division of the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, for all your mobility product needs. They carry a large selection of scooters, wheelchairs, and so much more. Best of all, you can rent them by the day, week, or month. The staff at TMS Mobility can take care of billing your insurance, too. TMS also carries a large selection of vehicle lifts for your scooter. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
We service the 60-mile radius area. It's a pretty wide area. We service orders from several area hospitals. And we have the staff in place that really sets us apart. We have 3 respiratory therapists and 2 seating specialists to help with seating on wheelchair and power chair needs. And we just feel that we have the staff and the warehousing and the facilities in place to really set us apart from any of our competitors in the area.
TMS Mobility, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball, WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland as we enter the bottom half of the fourth with the top of the order due up. Here for the Rams will be Jake Pike, Landon Thomas, and Colin Young for Tim Holloway's lineup.
Well, you gave one up in the first, top of this inning. Time for Mount Vernon to put together a crooked number. One of those you need to score about 6 here.
Right, Johnson does stay in the lineup at second base for the Comanches. Well, not just a pinch hit appearance, but inserted into the lineup defensively for Chris Schaefer. 6-2 your score. Rams on top. Pike will lead it off here. True top of the order test here for the King City. Pitch on the way. Ooh, good bender by the pitcher's scalp. It'll miss high, however, and it's 1-0 as Pike gets ahead of the count. So 1 ball, no strikes to Jake Pike. Got to visit with him last night at GCS Ballpark. As the next pitch, going to be lifted foul near us. I don't know if there's room. Goalie's going to give a heck of an effort. Can't come up with it, though, but it's a great effort as he comes to the backstop, and that'll just be a loud strike.
That's what I said. Ball up, 2 steps back on the infield. That ball there got out of our view, but I knew it was going to come back based on the infield.
Got to visit with Brock Fulkerson as well last night.
What did you learn?
Game. I learned that they assumed that just because I had an iPhone that they would be able to use my charger, and that's not the case. As I have a different type of iPhone. Thus did not have a charger to help them. So I had 2 devices fully charged of an Apple product. The iPad, of course, and the iPhone with a combined charge are probably about 180% if you combine the 2. They were combined for about 30, as they each had about 15% left on their devices. 1-1 coming. Pike is going to take it high on a bender. 2 balls to the strike. Both were very nervous about having enough battery power to get home, and whether they did or not, I don't know. But I did. It was good to talk to the 2 juniors. Fulkerson got the win to improve to 6-1 yesterday, as the next pitch to Pike misses low. And it's 3 balls and a strike. Of course, when you called me last night, that's where I was.
With them?
Visiting with them and up in the media booth. They were allowed up there. Coach Fulkerson was up there, Tim, and Coach McClure as well. Good time as the JV Rams shut out all 4-0 yesterday. We tweeted about it in case you missed it at WMIX Sports on the Twitterverse. As the 3-1 is down the middle to Pike, he'll rip this one foul down the right field line. And it becomes a full count. Great time, GCS. Hated that you had an assignment. But sometimes that happens. You'll get to be back next year, we hope. I'm just assuming, because I don't know if that game, I assume it'll stay on the schedule. And I will always try to play over there at the home of the Frontier League's Gateway Grizzlies. Make or break time. Ooh, tomahawk swing, and that's going to be fouled down the first base line. I guess we'll just assume as nobody officially calls it. And there you go. So we do it again with the full count to Jake Pike. Play about Second Chance Auto here in just a moment. One of our fine sponsors. 3-2 comes inside to Pike, and that'll be a leadoff walk. So the Rams get the leadoff runner aboard for another inning.
It's going to be a hit by pitch anyway. Got him on the sleeve, but it turns into ball 4.
Anything can happen. Tomorrow, of course, is that day that anything can happen. We hope you're ready. We meet you, Sarah Staley at Country Financial. You get a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals. Country Financial, what's your idea of financial security. Lefty Thomas will stand in. He's reached twice today. Had an RBI triple back in the second. RBI triple would score another run. See if he can do that here. Shows bunt. Ooh, bunts it. On the pop-up foul. Goalie can't catch up.
Pitch out the zone that time. Pitch up. Here's Heels. Oh, there they are. Second. Here's Heels. Trying to figure out who was walking down the hallway.
So 0-1 the count here to Thomas. Caught a break on that. With Cahokia not catching the foul pop-up off of the bump. But we'll see if that's taken out of play here with a runner on first and nobody out. Pitch on the way, looking to rip. Pops this up as he gets underneath it. It's going to be down the third base side. Oh, and almost a good catch on the run there by Nicholson. Made a spectacular effort, but just couldn't come up with it. It'll be 0-2.
Bounced off the glove. Off his hand. Couldn't catch it.
That's not easy for a guy like that to stop.
Made a good run to get from third base to there. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Oh, Landon gets another break. No, it's 0-2 the count with a runner on and nobody out in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, swung on a miss. Catcher will drop. First base open. They'll fire down there.
First base was occupied, so it doesn't matter.
Gotcha.
Didn't have to throw it.
Runner was going. Did not see anybody down there, so that would explain that. As Pike ends up at second base. He was going on the pitch, and that'll bring in Colin Young with one out. Holy cow. As the first pitch seen by Young will be fouled off.
Colton Metter getting a foul ball. Nice to see him getting some sprints in.
So in baseball today,
Yeah.
we'll get to that in just a second, because I got to get some separation. You'll know what I'm talking about. 0-1 is the count here to Young. 1 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Rams on top, 6-2. Pitch on the way. Going to come inside, of course.
How many degrees are you going to use?
Well, got to get, how about Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams and Lady Rams. Lady Rams softball for Friday has been postponed until Monday, May the 6th, so that erases the game off of our broadcast slate. We found out the doubleheader is Saturday at home. We'll let you know if that game's going to be on the air at 10 o'clock. As it is, moved up and out.
Yes,
We're going to try to make that happen. We'll let you know. 1-1 is the count here to Young. Community First Bank brings you all the action. With one gone and a runner off at second. Scalp gets set. Here comes the pitch on the way. Young will foul it back, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now we get you that scoreboard update. Harrisburg scores 14 runs at the bottom of the third inning.
Well, against who?
Against West Frankfurt.
Really?
17-0 lead. So Harrisburg leads Frankfurt in baseball 17-0 after 3 innings. And that scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilf, State Farm. Get to a better state. Of course, you can find his white State Farm Jeep around town. Look at his office or log on to TonyWilf.com. And like your good neighbors, State Farm is there. Scott will step off the rubber. And
I think it's a crappy Frankfurt team.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that they have that many runs. That's like 2 lines in the book you missed.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here for Young. The Rams senior catcher, pitch on the way. Waits for it. Is the left hanging inside. Shouldn't be a problem for Akins out there in left center field. He'll make the grab. Runner thought about tagging, not going to test the arm. Staying put was Pike, and still a runner in scoring position now with 2 outs. Pretty good play there by Akins. Got there quickly, got the right angle, and there you go. Colton Metter will stand in. He reached on an error his first time, I believe. Struck out in the second. Now there's an RBI chance again here in the fourth. 6-2 ball game. Comanches trail by 4. Good pitch there. Metter will swing and miss. That's 0-1.
Mount Vernon's bats have slumbered in the third and the fourth innings. Hibernation going on in the middle of this game.
Of course, as the game is now an hour old, an hour and 10 minutes. That started about 4:20, so 10 minutes early. Now it's about 5:30. Bottom of the hour on WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting, worldwide at WMIXsports.com. Runner on second, 2 outs. Scout will step off the rubber to look the runner back. I can take that so many times. See what happens. The 0-1 coming. It's going to be in the dirt, and the runner will take third. We won't see that anymore.
No. Helps solve that agony for you.
Yep. Oh, heavens. Let's see. Tomorrow on the road at Heron.
Yeah. Friday or Thursday home against Marion.
Friday now off. Yep. WMIX Sports Team as the Lady Rams no longer at Mount Carmel. That game will now be on Monday, May the 6th. Saturday, scheduled as of now to do a doubleheader against the Nashville Hornets at home. That has now been moved up to 10 o'clock.
Believe it when you see it.
Game has not been played here since 2009 due to weather and the like.
Right.
We wait the 1-1 with 2 outs. Benner's going to get a piece of it, rips it down the third base side. Nicholson will fire across the diamond. Good grab by Rivers. And 5-3 will tire the Ram lineup here in the fourth. Through 4, it's still 6-2. Rams on top. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
It happens every spring. You need a great quality, new-to-you vehicle. There's a reason why Second Chance Auto has been helping put families into affordable, dependable vehicles for over 32 years. Honest, fair deals. Ain't nothing fancy, just great vehicles with warranties. Honest deals and bank rate financing for all. That's the only way Second Chance Auto will do business. And you don't even have to leave your home to get credit approval. Call Second Chance Auto at 244-4582 and get pre-approved right over the phone. They know bad things can happen to good people. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon.
Startup businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we're going to get back to Rams Baseball as we head to the top of the 5th inning for 9-1 and 2 in the Cahokia lineup. Brandon Scout, the pitcher, Carlton Rivers, the first baseman, and Quaylen Red, the shortstop. We'll see Tim Nicholson, should anybody get aboard for the Comanches. Here in the 5th, looked like the Rams were going to do damage early, leading 6-1, I should say, through 2. And Matt's had pretty well been silent outside of a couple of hits in the 4th for the Comanches and played a runner to make it our current 6-2 score. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We appear courtesy of Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. It's your community, your bank, your choice. Community First Bank of the Heartland welcomes you back to personal banking as the first pitch to Scout. This is low for 1-0. Well, 1-0 coming. Going to miss low and away. Floater, of course, back out for another inning as ball's behind Scout here, 2-0. Two love. Make it 3 love. The bounce to the backstop. 3 balls, no strikes.
Four-run lead. Throw some strikes. Let your defense get some work in out there.
And it'll be a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. That one missed low, so Scout will take his base, and that'll bring up Carlton Rivers, the leadoff hitter. As we're back to the top of the Cahokia lineup for a third time.
Mr. Morgan down there for the Rams, warming up in the pen, just got down there, so he's a good 10, 15 minutes away from being ready to go.
It's be a nice tandem the Rams will put together pitching-wise. Floater usually followed by Morgan on in relief. Should it be necessary, as they'll check on the runner Scout back at first base. In this 6-2 game, we're here in the top half of the 5th. Rams with a 4-run cushion. We'll see what happens here in this inning. As the first pitch to Rivers, a left-hander, will catch the outside corner, and Rivers will fall behind 0-1. Runner on first, nobody out here in the 5th. Rivers reaches out for it, and he will send that through the right side of the infield. A C&I single, and it'll be first and third.
Little knock to the right side, no one home, and Cahokia right now, again, they are right back into this. Well, base hit here could make things very interesting.
Of course, it's 2 runs, 5 hits, 5 errors for the Comanches in the fire books. 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Rams. Colin Young will talk it over with his pitcher, Trevor Flota, presumably to buy some time for the arm warming up in the bullpen. And they'll get back to the action here. Runners at the corners and nobody out in the fifth. Cahokia threatening. Tying run now on deck for the Comanches. Well past the bottom of the 5 o'clock hour.
Holloway's going to go out. He has a lineup card in his hand. I'm sure he's going to go ask how he's doing. Well, nope.
Of course, this break in the action powered by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, where customer service is their top priority. 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Now second-generation owner and pharmacist Dr. Eric Black. As Cahokia will talk it over as well.
Morgan coming in.
So we will have a new Ram pitcher. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Let Tyler Morgan get his warm-up pitches in. We'll come back with some numbers. 6-2 Rams here at the top of the fifth. Cahokia threatens with runners at the corners and nobody out. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
America is a nation on wheels. Everyone has at least one automobile. We use them for shopping, work, everything we do. But they can be a threat. Some accidents can't be prevented. Your professional Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, can help protect you from a large financial loss when an accident happens. Call Page Insurance today at 242-7000 about low-cost auto insurance from Pekin Insurance. Ask them about the many money-saving discounts that are available. Depend on your hometown professionals. Pekin Insurance.
I'm Kevin Snyder with a look at your next rad weather. A mostly cloudy afternoon with showers and a thunderstorm, high getting up to 65. Then it will be cloudy with a steadier rain tonight, low 42. Cooler day tomorrow, clouds will give way to some sun, high of 52. Then Thursday, mostly sunny and warmer, high of 61. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Still in the top of the fifth, but the Rams have a pitching change as the junior Tyler Morgan will come on in relief of Trevor Floto, who threw 75 pitches, at least somewhere in that neighborhood. As the book not yet closed on T-Flow, as he still owns the two runners on the base path.
No, he goes 4 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. He can be the winner. Cannot be the loser in this one as he departs. Well, he departs from the mound and goes to second base as Paninsky will depart the field and head into the dugout.
Which means that Morgan, should he get in that bat, which we assume he would bat in the number 9 spot as he comes in. Not a bad day for Flota. Usually not many bad days for Trevor Flota out on the mound. Just hasn't been able to get some of the wins. Now the Rams bullpen needs to pick him up here. And they've called just a guy to get it done, and the junior Tyler Morgan. Rams Baseball is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. As the Rams need to get out of the fifth. See what we get out of Morgan. He'll come in with runners at the corners. Those runners are inherited, obviously. He'll pitch out the stretch, showing bunts as the batter ready. He'll pull back, the runner's going. They will attempt to throw down to second base. He's out. Not able to come home as the courtesy or slash pinch runner on third. So a base blunder there by the Comanches, and now an out on the board. Good play by Colin Young.
That was
a good tag.
Yeah, that was a missed sign. Looked like Rivers was scheduled to do something else and just ran a straight field and slowed down. I think there's a missed sign and thrown out easily by Colin Young. That changes the complexion of the inning.
You betcha. Here comes the 1-0, and this, well, could change it as well. That's going to be ripped in the left. Bradford will come up with the grab, and they're going to test the arm. The throw will hop a couple of times. It hits the relay man, and coming around to score is the pinch runner Grader. And Cahokia cuts it now in half, I guess, 6-3.
Yep, slid it head first, now 6-3. Sack fly RBI. And Cahokia again hanging around. Giving Mount Vernon some fits as Mount Vernon gets some more action going down in the bullpen. As this one here, the Mount Vernon bats scored those runs in the first couple innings, haven't done much since.
This will change the details. It's 3-5-5 now for Cahokia. 6-5-0 for the Rams. That's run hits errors. We'll get to the left on base in the Schmidt-Chevrolet postgame show as Nicholson was up to rip, trying to send one over the fence, but it's in foul territory over the third base dugout to fall behind 0-1. 2 outs. Nobody on to the Comanches. They score one here in the fifth to make it a 6-3 deficit. Pitch on the way from Morgan's going to miss low, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So the 1-1 comes, and this one's going to be sent to foul. Third baseman Harrison will give chase. Will be out of his range. It'll be 1-2.
Long run there that time for Sawyer. About got there.
Yeah,
and Matthew Williams will jog back. Pat's back got in on that one. A lot of running down there. Wind is playing havoc with things right now. It's not real bright outside. That keeps some fresh white baseballs in the game.
Yeah, something along those lines. Base is empty, 2 outs, 6-3 your score. Nicholson stands back in. Down the count 1-2, and now it's evened out on a high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, base is empty here in the 5th. So you're trying to come back down 6-3.
Got to throw strikes.
Yeah.
Don't want to put gas on that fire when you come in. You want to throw some water on it.
Full count to Nicholson. He'll rip one into left field, and that's going to be a fair ball. He'll round first. Could get to second. Bradford will dig it out of the corner, and it'll be a 2-out double by Nicholson.
That ball kicked up chalk paint more likely down that line. Man, right on the line for a double. One down there, you can see a white kick up off the grass. 6-2 of the day for the Comanches. Hanging tough here in King City. Mount Vernon's going to have to play. It seemed like on the flip side, where Cahokia was disinterested a couple innings ago, Mount Vernon got that way. After they jumped up that 6-1 lead, they really don't have that sharpness that we've seen this year out of them.
Runner on second and 2 outs. On a pitch in the dirt to Frank Goley to start it off. It's going to be 1-0. Good stop there by Colin Young. And a runner on second is Nicholson, who doubled down the left field line. A good extra base hit with 2 outs to keep Cahokia in a position to strike here in the top half of the 5th of a 6-3 ball game. That was yesterday. Morgan will get set out of the stretch, and this is going to be a ground ball to short. Should be a problem for Williams. Throws it off the back foot. And the 6-3. Will retire the side. So 6-3 your score through 4.5. Rams on top. This is Mount Vernon Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5 locations and experience true personal banking. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't just dream about a better job, go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Rend Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Rend Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, WMIX, WMIXSports.com, as we head to the bottom half of the 5th. Rams give up a run in the top half. See if they can get it back with Trevor Flota, Matthew Williams, and Sawyer Harrison due up in Tim Holloway's lineup. We'll see Scout back out for another inning here for the Comanches. Looking for that 5th inning to work, and a decent job by Tyler Morgan to come on in relief. Inherited a couple of base runners. Only one comes in to score. And limits the damage to 6-3. Not bad.
Morgan did a good job coming in. Preserved that win for Flota. Now in a long save situation, actually, for him. Nice to see Mount Vernon wake the bats back up. There's 6 quick runs in the first 2 innings. The bats have been rather silent after that.
So that'll bring in Trevor Flota, now the second baseman. Had an RBI single and scored back in the first. Here comes the first pitch. It's going to be tight. It's going to be inside, but it's going to be a strike somehow, and it's 0-1. Rams trying to hang on here. They lead 6-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Say about our Rend Lake College player of the game in our post-game shows. The 0-1's going to come back to us. We're good. Matthew Williams will come back.
Matthew Williams getting the ball. Nice job.
He's a senior, so he did not have to take the ACT.
Yeah, he did not. A lot of juniors around the country sweating a little bit today. He was not one of them. He's a senior.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes. Ripped down the third base side. Good stop by Nicholson. Just past the bag, and he'll throw it, rifle the cannon across for the 5-3 in the first half.
We put it on the horn over there. All Rivers got to do is stick that mid out. Nice play. Rhoda was running the whole way down the line, and just a better play down the third by Nicholson.
Red Lake College, where you can save thousands of your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you. Pitch on the way to Williams as he'll stand in, take it high, 1-0. Harrison on deck, 1 out. The base is empty in the bottom of the 5th. A 6-3 Ram lead against the Cahokia Comanches, much improved. Looking for their first conference win of the year. 1-0 coming. Inside about belt high, misses 2-0. Should be a good one tomorrow against Heron. At the 2-0 pitch, misses high again. Down central, though. 3-0. Placed it central horizontally. Oh, gosh. 3-0 coming. Scalp will get set out of the stretch. Here it comes. And this is going to miss high for a 4-pitch walk of the 1-out variety to Matthew Williams for Sawyer Harrison now. Matt Bradford will stand on deck here for the Rams.
Cornville has beaten CRC 2-0 in softball.
Scoreboard update presented by Tony Wilton, State Farm Insurance. For all of your insurance financial service needs, see Tony Wilton's office. Look online at TonyWilt.com or find that white State Farm Jeep around town. 1 out, a runner on here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way to Harrison is going to miss high. And it's 1-0. One out, 1 on for the Rams. Let's see what they can do here. They lead 6-3 over the Comanches. Scalp gets set. Ball meets glove here on this particular delivery. Misses up and into Harrison. 2 balls, no strikes now. Sawyer, of course, had the sack fly back in the first. Tripled if I'm unmistaken, back in the third.
And this is starting to get a lot of pitches on Scalp's arm. The catcher will go out and try to slow him down, but nobody up in the Cahokia bullpen. Mr. Scalp is going to throw a lot of pitches here. If he can get things curved down, and this is 6 straight balls now in a row. So if you're Sawyer Harrison, you almost want to take one, make him throw you a strike.
And we'll see what they do. 2 balls, no strikes to Sawyer Harrison. A runner on and only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll see. Scalp looks over his shoulder. The runner's going. Hit and run, swung and a miss, and the runner's going to be safe at second base. That was just trying to defend the plate to allow the runner to get in. Scalp out of the stretch with the right-handed bat at the plate. Sawyer Harrison, 2-1 the count, 1 gone. Runner in scoring position. He'll get set. Here comes the pitch. Low, 3-1.
Lake jumping around a little bit on Mr. Scalp right now. Here in the bottom of the 5th.
He is
probably getting a little fatigued, I would say. And they're stretching him to the limit here.
3-1, runner in scoring position. Here it comes for Harrison. He will rip this up the middle. Takes a good hop at the glove of Red. Fires across. And a 6-3 is your second out.
Red is just smooth. I'm sorry. He has got to be getting some looks. He could definitely help somebody at the next level. I mean, he just has that body that over the next 3 or 4 years, as he matures into a young adult and a man, he could be a load full for somebody.
We'll bring in Bradford, bottom of the 5th, 6-3 ball game. Runner on third for the Rams as Williams advanced on the ground ball in the 6-3 putout. Scalp gets set. Here comes. Going to miss outside and get away. Williams is going to come in to score, and it's 7-3.
That works.
So you remove the RBI chance for Pat the Bat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
He can bring himself in still. It's 1-0.
Get a run, though. The bats, though, still very quiet for Mount Vernon.
Of course, get your credit approved over the phone at Second Chance Auto without even leaving home. Just pick up the phone and dial 244-4582. No fancy sales gimmicks, just honest deals at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. 1-0 is the count, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. Rams lead at 7-3 after getting a run across, and here comes the pitch on the way to Bradford. Rips this one foul of Gusto. That'll be a loud strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Pat. So the Rams get another run of the insurance variety. Take a 7-3 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's a 1-1 count to Bradford. Bases empty, 2 outs. Takes it high.
Yeah,
for a strike.
High zone. I mean, anything with a wrinkle today gets called. It's a non-ironing kind of day.
Some cleats in that zone. 1-2.
Starch. No starch.
Unreal. Wrinkle free. 1-2 coming. That's going to get away, and the count's even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fabric softener.
Oh, who we got? Oh, Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, he bats in the ninth spot
Mr.
now.
Morgan gets the ball. Hey, nice to see him out here.
He's in the zone.
Yeah, he doesn't know we do that.
No.
Now, the other ones, they hurt us enough.
They're used to it.
Yeah, they're used to it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The bases are empty in the bottom of the 5th. 7-3 ball game. Bradford gets a piece of it to the foul. And Tyler Morgan will have to come back again and his running work in.
Tyler Morgan getting that foul ball.
Not just for off days anymore.
No.
As we wait the 2-2.
They're making fun of Tyler Morgan. I think they're telling him something on the dugout. Clayton Reeves is over there
trying to
leading the
straight
charge.
Clayton Reeves, so he free today. It's a 2-2 comes in. Somewhere, somehow, a strike, and that'll be a called third strike, and that'll end the threat here in the 5th. The Rams played another 7-3. This is Bound for the Baseball from WMIX Sports.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state.
One more reason to call State Farm agent Tony Wilton Mount Vernon at 242-1421.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. And when there are back problems, pain is always a constant companion. The Orthopedic Center also specializes in pain management, so put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball as we head to the top of the 6th. For Cahokia, it'll be Akins, Bryant, and Harris. 7-3 ball game. Rams on top. They had an insurance run there in the 5th. Now in the 6th, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Details thus far: 3 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors for the Comanches. 7 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Rams. First pitch will be batted foul to the screen right in front of us. Yep. And Akins will fall behind 0-1.
There's a little bit more of a crowd behind us than I thought.
Yeah. Breezy day here at Brennan Klein. Goes without saying that the 0-1 on the curveball will be smacked right to the third baseman, Harrison. Picks it up, comes over the top a little much. That'll get away from Netter. The second base will run Akins. He'll be held up there, and a speedy Akins gets the second on the E5.
Yeah, that's one of those lackadaisical plays. Shoe in, error. Oh, no. There it goes. First error of the day for the Rams is thing that scares me with this much wind picking up. There might be something coming behind this wind. As in rain. Not just us talking.
Might bring rain.
Has before, yeah. Look, we're getting closer.
Might bring rain.
We're going to have to hustle.
Do the hustle. About 60 degrees, so it's warmed up slightly.
This is one of those, it's not the prettiest games. If Mount Vernon can get a win here, it's kind of like just a walk through the motion kind of game. Something that the coaching staff can't be happy with so far.
Runner on second, 1 out, 7-3 ball game, top of the 6th. Here comes the pitch from Morgan inside on the 1-0. Make it 2-0 now to Tyler Bryant. Grounded out to an RBI, though, back in the 4th. Otherwise, 0-2. Has an RBI chance here. Added the count, 2 balls, no strikes. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square. Pitch on the way. Misses high, 3-0.
Mr. Morgan needs to throw strikes. This game's as interesting as it needs to be right now. However, he's one pitch away from making it first and second and nobody out. Lady Rams beat Cahokia today 15-1 across the way, for those of you wondering.
3-0 coming inside. 4-pitch walk puts 2 aboard now for the Comanches. Tying run will now be in the on-deck circle as Jordan Harris makes his way to the plate. Good win for the Lady Rams. I believe win number 6 on the year. Let's say 6 and 8. In action again tomorrow as if conference play on Thursday against Marion. And Tim Holloway will make his way out to the pitcher's mound, and we might see a change here. This break in the action powered by the Medicine Shop. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop make customer service their top priority. So we'll have a new Ram pitcher, Mr. Weber. So Thomas Weber will come on in relief of Tyler Morgan. We'll take a break, come back. This is Rams Baseball powered by Community First Bank.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Rams Baseball on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Effingham, Terre Haute, and online at WMIXSports.com. A free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Hello to our listeners in the Marshall area. Glad to have you. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studios. We near the 6 o'clock hour in a game that's become roughly an hour and 38 minutes old. 7-3, the Rams lead it. Your new pitcher, of course, is the junior Thomas Weber. He inherits a pair of base runners. Tying run in the on-deck circle, and first batter he'll face is Jordan Harris, who had an RBI his last time.
Well, when you throw gas on the fire and don't throw strikes, you make games more interesting than they should be, and that's kind of where we're at here in the top of the 6th. Cahokia again has a tying run on deck, and now what's going on? Now we got coaching. Now what? Are they not going to call this for darkness, are they? Seriously?
I guess we're going to find out what happens. Something else is going on. Either way, Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank in the Heartland with 5 Jefferson County locations. They're a responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
I am not sure what that discussion was between head coaches and the home plate umpire than the fact that they may be saying it may be getting too dark. I mean, it is quite dark out here right now, but that may be the discussion of how far they're going to let this go.
So the Cahokia bus is back, which means one thing. They either told them to come back or the JV game is over at the high school.
Yeah, something. I mean, it is dark here. I mean, it is dark, and I just wonder if they're going to not try to push this as often as need be. Time called late.
1-0 count on the batter, Harris.
One of those deals where the lights on the scoreboard are rather bright right now.
Yeah.
And I think you have some precipitation moving in from the west. Clouds getting a little darker, and it's making it kind of ominous and hard to see right now. And the plate continues to move around on Mount Vernon's pitching right now.
So 2 balls and no strikes. This is the first batter faced by Thomas Weber.
Yeah, JV game's over.
Yeah. I have some call-ups. Doubtful. 2-0 coming. Going to be in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. The hitter's count here. We'll see if Harris gets the green light on 3-0 with 2 on and nobody out.
No, probably not.
Top of the 6th inning, a 7-3 ball game. Tying run on deck for the Comanches.
Oh, no. They're going to try this. It's not going to work.
Not going to work as well against conference.
No, conference opponents yeah. That's one of those where you're trying to get it out somewhere. That didn't work. Well, when it does, it's funny. Not today, though. I'd like to see a major league team pull that one off. Wouldn't that be funny? There'll be some bean balls in that action.
Toronto, here comes. With Hop, somehow get Brett Laurie involved.
Oh, no. I forgot about it.
Because Colby Rasmus can pull off the aloofness of the play.
Colby Rasmus is bad, but Toronto's got to get it going. They've kind of stuffed their toe out of the game. Well, now Will Abner's telling us that tying runs come to the plate, there's trouble.
Yeah. As Chaz Johnson, who struck out his first time up, of course, heads in with a major RBI chance.
Little Abner for the Cardinals got wet today.
Yeah.
You're asking, how do I know that? Cardinals haven't played yet. Well, the Cardinals are in the outfield for batting practice today in Washington, and the automatic sprinklers turned on. Several of them got soaked.
0-1 coming, going to miss high. Good fastball, but it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So the base is loaded for the Comanches. Tying run at the plate. They trail 7-3 here at the top of the sticks, looking to make it interesting.
They have to move this to the high school.
Yeah, 1-1. I don't know. 1-2.
Go over there and play on the football field or some high school. It is dark right now.
1-2 will be a strike call in the outside corner. Now the pitcher Scout can help out his own effort. He walked and scored his last time up, represents the tying run with 1 out, and the base is loaded. You're in the top half of the sticks, but
Mr. Ellis is... Oh, I see what he's up to over there. I see. Nice picture. Mr. Ellis goes down to the Rams bullpen and warms up.
You got the save yesterday. This one will be hit the opposite way. Oops. Williams is going to turn it a foot race to the bag, trying to get the out there, and does. And a good play. Good heads up by Matthew Williams. It'll be 6 unassisted as he steps on the third base bag in a foot race with the runner. It does allow a run to score to make it 7-4, but a good play is Bryant will be out at third base.
Heads up play. That ball popped up over Harrison's head, drops down. It's going away from where the spin is, going towards third. Williams knew if he got that, he couldn't go to first running away from the bag, couldn't come home running away, just tried to foot race. And that's a heads-up play by a veteran shortstop there.
You also get the out on what would have been the lead runner. So now it's just runners on first and second, 2 outs. Tying run still at the plate, though, in a 7-4 ball game. The left-handed Carlton Rivers. He'll take a strike outside. It's 0-1. Top of the 6th, if you're just joining us, go gets plenty to run. It's 7-4. How huge is that insurance run in the 5th going to have been for the Rams when it's all said and done, depending upon what happens here. Next pitch misses low and away to the left-handed bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rivers. Again played for Darian Nash and the 3A runners-up, the Cahokia Comanche basketball team. 1-1 coming. Ooh, he's going to rip this one to the left. Bradford will make the grab. And that'll end the threat here in the 6th. We're through 5.5. It's 7-4 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Are you interested in a career in the culinary arts but can never afford the high cost of cooking school? Wren Lake College has a low-cost recipe for success. For as little as $5,500 per year, you can get a quality culinary arts education in your own backyard. That even includes books, tuition, class fees, and supplies. Learn to master domestic fare, pastry, and foreign cuisine in Ina, Illinois. Save thousands on a culinary arts education at Wren Lake College. For more information, log on to rlc.edu/culinary arts.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field, trying to figure out exactly what is happening here as we head to the bottom half of the 6th, at least on paper. But this appears to be something happening here, some discussions between the umpires and the coaches, and it looks to be getting somewhat heated.
Yeah, there's something going on here. We don't know exactly what's going on. We have players standing at home plate. The head coach is walking off. And we have the head coach now from Cahokia onto the umpires, and he's been warned to go back.
That coach is actually, that's not the head coach.
Assistant. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on. They are telling the teams to line up, and I believe maybe this one's called the darkness as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
I've never seen a game called due to darkness here at Brennan Klein Memorial Field, even without the lights. So what we're going to do, Avery Barton, back to the studio, is take the end-of-game break, come back and wrap it up with the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. The Rams will win this one 7-4 with a final coming at 6:05. So there you go. We'll be back after this. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing.
The 2013 Dodge Avenger has no interest in blending in, and neither should you. Hi, Roy Schmidt Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. Stand out in the all-new Avenger. From its crosshair grille to ring-of-fire tail lamps, the Dodge Avenger takes an aggressive stance that's impossible to ignore. It's also impossible to ignore $3,000 in customer cash or 0% financing for 72 months. But it is what's inside that really counts. And with premium materials and soft-touch surfaces, the interior of the 2013 Avenger gets you there more comfortably than ever. Plus, those incentives leave your wallet a little more comfortable as well. See our selection online at KingCityChrysler.com or visit with one of our associates at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and find us on Facebook.
When you hear the warm, inviting sound of a crackling fire, what comes to mind? A rustic campground? A cozy cabin? How about the new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center? Our new family lounges feature a lot of comforts you might not expect. Things like this. No, that's not a babbling brook or serene stream out in the countryside. It's a 2-story waterfall located right here at Good Samaritan. And that's not the only way we're raising the bar for patient comfort. We've added lush healing gardens, as well as wall after wall of beautiful artwork, all designed to create the perfect healing atmosphere. And if all this sounds like music to your ears, we encourage you to check us out. Chances are, we're not too far from where you are right now.
The new Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday Sports Show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting. This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back, Vernon Klein Memorial Field. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside Avery Barton back at our Mount Vernon studio. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. For all their new and pre-owned inventory, or log on to SchmidtChevrolet.com. 7-4 will go down as your final in 5.5 innings, though we're still uncertain, 100% anyway, as to what the rationale is behind this. We do know that safety and darkness have been cited in the explanation from the home plate umpire as the reason for this game being called. So I suppose you could say due to darkness. We'd prefer not to run with that explanation, just given the fact there's still about 30 to 40 minutes of daylight to be expected left here in the King City. So we're not totally sure, and we're not going to argue with that rationale. Safety is always the first concern, so the Rams will pick up a win against Cahokia. Though you hate to see that for the Comanches because they had every opportunity, maybe, and then an inning from now to maybe formulate a comeback down just 3 runs.
It's the problem I have with it is, A, it's not that dark. B, as of right now, B, you totally took Cahokia and told them they're done. I mean, they were within 7-4 heading in the bottom of the 6th. You could have said, hey, we're calling it because of darkness and safety concerns. You guys can pick it up at Cahokia before the start of the actual game here in a week. To basically walk out and say the game's overdone, safety concerns or whatever, I mean, I don't know how you can forfeit a game or tell a team you've lost on the way to a comeback. I mean, if I'm Cahokia, I'm very upset, as they were. It's not team versus team. It's the call of the umpire, and the coaches and teams are okay with each other.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
It's a discretionary judgment call, and I suppose it is what it is. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Again, see their new GM inventory online, pre-owns as well at SchmidtChevrolet.com. We probably need to get a gander at your Heartland County postgame stats. I guess the official...
Maybe a honk, huh? Okay.
Official verdict, I guess we decide on 6:05 as your final time.
Right. In a game that took 1 hour and 45 minutes, Mount Vernon beats Cahokia 7-4. Cahokia had 4 runs, 6 hits, 5 errors. Mount Vernon 7 runs, 5 hits, and an error. Trevor Floater the winner. Brandon Scout the loser. As Mount Vernon goes to 18-5 overall with a 7-4 win over Cahokia.
So there you go. Those are your Heartland County post-game numbers. Get started right. Let Heartland County help make your business a success. Heartland County, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. Those are your details of this game played in 5.5 innings. Rams take home. Already here, though, a 7-4 win. On the road tomorrow, Heron, 4:15 will be your pregame. 4:30 is your first pitch. We still have a Red Lake College player of the game to decide. We'll take a break, come back, give you that. You're on your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm meteorologist Dave Bowers with a look at your next ride weather. Clouding up tonight, a low of 53, and then for tomorrow, mostly cloudy, breezy, a little cooler. Showers and a thunderstorm mainly from late morning on, a high of 62. And then some rain and turning cooler tomorrow night, a low 41. The outlook for Wednesday, cool, morning clouds a good way to sunshine. High temperature only 54. And then Thursday will be mostly sunny and cool. Next ride weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Don't just dream about a better job. Go get it with scores of programs that take 2 years, 1 year, or even just a few months to complete. Red Lake College is your gateway to a career you'll love. From nursing to coal mining, from computer programming to cosmetology, and everything in between. Red Lake College is affordable, convenient, and ready to get you trained for your new job fast. Call us at 618-437-5321 or visit us at rlc.edu.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. We're still light outside, but this game has been called due to darkness. So through 5.5. Rams win at 7-4, and we have the daunting task and challenge of picking a Red Lake College player of the game, but I think we thought outside of the box. I like the direction.
Rams offense. I mean, they scored 7 runs today without having an RBI. A lot of errors, a lot of sacks, RBIs, and stuff like that. And the Rams offense is your player of the game based on their ability to manufacture runs today.
They manufactured them. No runs batted in today for the Rams, who win this 7-4. And for that effort, the offense, your collective Red Lake College player of the game. Red Lake College can save you thousands in your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree or certificate programs is right for you. For Danny Czerwinski, for Avery Barton, for everyone at WMIX and WMIX Sports, thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on behalf of our sponsors. I'm Chris Hugo reminding you of the final score. The Mount Vernon Rams 7, the Cahokia Comanches 4 in 5.5 innings. Called due to darkness with lights still outside. Tomorrow on the air, 4:15, 4:30 is your first pitch at Heron, weather permitting, of course, from the new sports complex down there. We'll have that game for you right here. We hope you'll tune in tomorrow for Rams Baseball. For all the aforementioned and myself, we thank you again for listening. So long from the King City.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Red Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music. WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXsports.com.